danger point 1. Our left third sail 1 at Miami.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Confirmed. OK, we can take you this lap. Understood. Stopping this lap. OK, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. And that's just 5 laps of fuel remaining. Copy that, we see it, we're looking into it. Okay, I'm afraid you're going to have to retire the car, please, Aiden. Retire the car. You're joking! I'm sorry, Aiden. Pull over now, please. Pull over now. This is getting ridiculous.
And that's agonising for Jackson. Just a few laps left to go, and he's out of the Miami Grand Prix.
With every race, the car looks like a constant problem for Connor Sport. It must be devastating for the drivers.
Confirmation as the car comes to a halt, the Connor Sport's Aiden Jackson won't be seeing the checkered flag today, but it looks like his teammate will. Jackson's DNF puts Devon Butler in a position where he might just be able to secure some points for Connor Sport.
Aiden's out. Yep, engine problem, I'm afraid.
Good job you got me.
All right, Devon, don't push it too hard. We cannot risk losing both cars here.
It's in the bag, mate.
All okay, Aiden?
Yeah, how's Devon doing?
Yeah, he's doing all right, mate. He looks like he's going to bring home some points for the team.
Good for him.
Oh, well. They tried. They tried to get the fastest lap. They didn't want.
If it's not one thing, then it's another. Did you not see what happened out there today?
Aiden, I agree with you 100%. We are doing everything we can. I know the car is not perfect, but...
Andreo, it's every race. Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Knock. Sounds like there's a right show going on in here. What am I missing?
Not now, Devon.
Aiden and I were just discussing issues with the car.
Again? I thought that was all in hand. I had no problems with it. Smooth. You know what they say? A shoddy workman always blames his tools. mate. You can look at my setup data anytime you want. I've told you that. It might help.
I've told you before, it's not a setup issue. The problem is
Jackson. That was the problem with the 2022 season. Ask anyone. I mean, at the end of 21, everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three. But guess they couldn't reach an agreement, so we both signed for Connorsport.
And do you think that affected Aiden?
That's no secret.
But it's designed to be stable enough to drive with a controller. So let's jump into the first F125 setup for this year. With the aero, I've gone with 21 at the front and 17 at the rear. This year there isn't as much front-end grip as we did have last year. The new cars have a tendency to understeer. A bit of understeer is fine as it adds stability during a longer race. We don't want too much because then the car becomes hard to rotate. Lowering the rear wing angle down to 17 is enough to allow the car to rotate pretty well. And a setup of 21 and 17 will make you incredibly quick down the straights, even compared to the fast top speeds of the AI. With the transmission, it's a bit of a carryover from last year with the tendency to have a high on-throttle diff and a much lower off-throttle. This allows a good rotation as well as E-twirl, giving it a good push under acceleration. I haven't set the on-throttle to 100, instead leaving it at 90%. And this just with F125 finally here, it's time for our customary car setups, much like we do each year. With F125, things are a little bit different. We're still going to be creating the free setups like I do every single year, which are created by myself and designed to give you a better than baseline setup that's both fast and stable during a race with good tyre wear. You may have also seen, but we've partnered with some seriously quick setup creators that compete in online leagues, and they're producing our pro F125 setups. Those car setups are different to these free setups, and are created entirely to extract as much performance from the car as possible, giving you the absolute quickest car in all conditions. They're created by our team of league racers who are among the fastest drivers in F125 and much faster than me. For those interested in those setups,
We go now. Butler comes out of the pit lane. Jackson is right now with him. This is dicey, and neither one of these two wants to give way.
First of all,
This would have been a lot cleaner if Jackson had just let him go. He's just not giving him an inch.
They continue onwards, still wheel to wheel, almost touching there as well, as we head down the straight towards the next chicane. Nothing to separate either car, and through the chicane we go. And now Jackson sends them both off the track, and Butler over a curve. That looked nasty.
I do believe that one of their cars is damaged here, Crofty. I think it's Butler.
Damage, Ant, but also they've lost places too.
Unbelievable and totally unnecessary as well.
Well, one damaged car, places now to make up. What a complete mess that was.
With the transmission, it's a bit of a cameo from last year.
What was that? I didn't even think it was going to go. Okay, calm yourself down. We'll look at it in the debrief later, but right now I want you to go and get those places back. Come on, let's go.
Talking about how they did last year, the trend with the suspension joint is to go full there, obviously there. So it isn't much so I get those into a lot, much of every single track, and switch it on. The suspension is a little good, it's extreme. I set the suspension to 41 to the front, just to the rear. Then the AI is 12 to the right, and 31 to 49. Then you get the aggressive, although sometimes I'll set up. And this concept is very true. I think the front end up as well. Can't like the best fight to over-rotate and oversteer. And the combination of other parts of the car setup, which is can't be turns on and steady at higher speeds. I break this up by 54% and pressure 100%. Calculate how to be higher and slightly more full on a heavy braking zone such as turn even again. Otherwise, you can start something using your finally, the tyre setup, like the vehicle, quite high here. I set front pressure to 29 inside and rears to 26. This higher point helps with cooling the tyre during longer duration races. Although I can see the front tyres to their maximum, but the half tyre in particular, especially the front wide of the car, does have a tendency to struggle getting up, already set to max pressure. And that rounds out the first F125 setup for this year. This setup worked wonders for me during my first full race of decent time wear, great pace against 107% AI difficulty. Let me know in the comments below how you're finding this year's game. Personally, I think it's a big improvement over last year, so I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Also, let me know your thoughts on this as possible, giving you the absolute quickest car in all conditions. They're created by our team of league racers who are among the fastest drivers in F125 and much faster than me. For those interested in those setups, we're running a limited time 50% introductory discount, and I will leave a link in the description below for you to check them out. But back to this setup. First of all, I've created this setup with a Fanatec wheel, so it'll be optimised for real users, but it's designed to be stable enough to drive with the controller. So let's jump into the first F125 setup for this year. With the aero, I've gone with 21 at the front and 17 at the rear. This year there isn't as much fun as we had last year. Cars haven't taken since understeer, but give us team 5 and stability during a long race. We don't run very much, so when the car becomes hard to rotate, go with angle down to 17. It's not bad car to rotate as well. Now set up at 21 and 17, and ready to put down the straight, even compared to the fast top speed AI. With the transmission, this is a bit of a carryover from last year, but tending to have a 5 on-top gear and a much lower off-gear tool. This allows for good rotation at slower speeds while giving it a good push under acceleration. I haven't set the on-throttle to 100, instead leaving it at 90%, and this just adds a tiny bit more stability, especially through the final corner. Then go with 45% off-throttle. If you go much lower, the car becomes a little too quick to rotate, making it harder to drive. Talking about carryovers from last year, the train with the suspension geometry lets to go full left once again.